Hey guys, Richard here with Alien Bros. Today I have some news out of China that I personally found pretty interesting and in some ways a bit confusing, but I think you guys will find it pretty interesting as well. So, the news is that China has finally finished building the world's largest radio telescope, and they seem to be confident in their belief that this telescope will be able to find alien life in the deepest reaches of the universe before the rest of the world finds it. What's more, if they do, they said it is entirely possible they won't even tell anyone about it. In other words, it may remain classified. This shows me some resemblance of how the US government is when it comes to aliens and UFOs, but more on that in a little bit because I have some other things I'd like to discuss about this first. This telescope, which you're seeing now, is a 500-meter aperture spherical telescope. It's almost twice as wide as the Americas Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico, making it the world's largest telescope, if not the universe. Liu Cixin, which it's possibly I'm saying this wrong because this is a Chinese name, he's one of China's top researchers into alien life, and described the dish as looking like something out of science fiction. But Mr. Liu has written a great deal about the risk of first contact, and he warns that the appearance of this other might be imminent and could result in our extinction. In one of his books he said, "Perhaps in 10,000 years the starry sky that humankind gazes upon will remain empty and silent, but perhaps tomorrow we'll wake up and find an alien spaceship the size of the moon parked in orbit." Last year, China cemented itself as a space exploration powerhouse by firing its space laboratory Tiangong-2 into low Earth orbit, becoming only the third nation, after the US and Russia, to independently get people into space. Now the emboldened space superpower has vowed it will be the first to make contact with alien life by pouring billions of dollars into space exploration and the world's largest radio dish to detect signals from other galaxies. Speaking about the Tiangong-2 mission, China's President Xi Jinping said that the project would enable China to take larger and further steps into space exploration and make new contributions to building up China as a space power. Speaking about alien life, China has also had dozens of suspected paranormal encounters, including claims of a UFO sighting over the Great Wall of China just last week. You're looking at the supposed image from that sighting now. In my opinion, the most remarkable UFO occurrence that has occurred over China was in 2010 when a UFO shut down the Baotou, Mongolia airport and was seen not only on radar, but by hundreds of different witnesses. The photos you're seeing now are pictures of the craft, all taken by different sources. I gotta tell you guys, I really have no idea what this could be. It obviously is no airplane, drone, bird, kite, or anything else mundane, at least not that I can think of. Some people have tried to say this was an elaborate hoax of some kind, but how would that be possible? The craft levitated in one spot for many minutes at a time, and it was high up enough in the air that it actually forced the airport to shut down. If someone managed to hoax this, then they deserve some kind of award, because this has left me and everyone else I know that has looked at it wondering how they could have possibly done something like this. You can see in the images that it seems to be shooting down beams of light like some sort of tractor beam, as though it was abducting something. These types of UFOs are certainly rare to see. You can see in this image that the UFO was clearly not sitting still the entire time, so it's obvious that the light coming up under it was not some sort of a holographic illusion. Also, the craft showed up on radar, so obviously the craft was something solid, and it looks like in this photo that the craft is moving fairly fast. This kind of reminds me of the UFO that was recorded over France a few years ago, which again has left me completely confused as to what it could possibly have been. I again have no idea how they could have possibly hoaxed this. The France UFO I don't believe is CGI, and I have developed a pretty good sense of knowing when something is CGI. I gotta say, if this was CGI, then whoever made it did a very, very good job. This UFO looks nearly identical to the Chinese UFO, so much so that I almost feel like they could have been the same craft. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. Do you guys think it could have been the same craft, or, is that too far out there? Alright, now let's get back to what I said earlier about the Chinese radio telescope confusing me. I am simply wondering how a nation like China could develop such a powerful telescope, yet the United States, aka the richest nation on Earth, hasn't developed anything similar to this. I personally feel that the US government is hiding their real knowledge from us. I guarantee one of these secret military bases has got to have some sort of more advanced equipment to let them see into space than what they show to us. They've been in contact with aliens and have lied about it for so long that I personally feel that if China does manage to contact aliens, then they will almost certainly have to keep it from the public. I wouldn't be surprised if the United States or Russia doesn't attempt to force the Chinese government to keep any findings of extraterrestrials under wraps from the public. This is just my opinion though. I will say that China has certainly been a lot more open when it comes to dealing with UFOs than the United States has, so it is also entirely possible that if they do find aliens, they may just tell their people about it anyway, despite the threats from the US or Russia. Alright, well that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you found this stuff as interesting as I did. We have a lot more coming, and we will have another video up very soon, so stay tuned. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment with your thoughts on this news, share it, and most importantly, subscribe and tap that notifications bell. That way you can support the channel and get all of our videos sent straight to your inbox as soon as we upload them. YouTube keeps fighting us on our videos and attempting to demonetize us, so if you guys would support us on Patreon, we would love you forever for it. Help us keep the fight for disclosure going. I'm Richard with Alien Bros, and I'll see you guys again next video.